Hi guys, welcome to today's class. Today we will be discussing genre of literature, drama, prose, and poetry. I promise to be interesting, so sit tight. I'm your instructor, Mohammed Bashir. So let's go. Literature, most generally, is any body of written works. It refers to writing considered to be an art form, or any single writing deemed to have artistic or intellectual value, and sometimes deploys language in a way that differs from simple usage. The three major genres of literature are drama, poetry, and prose. Other forms such as fiction and non-fiction, thriller, etc. all fall under these three major genres. So let's look at them one after the other. Drama. Drama is a form of text that is performed in front of an audience. It is also called a play. Its written text contains dialogues and stage directions. This genre has further categories such as comedy, tragedy, and tragicomedy. William Shakespeare is known as the father of English drama. His well-known plays include Taming of the Shrew, Romeo and Juliet, and Hamlet. Greek playwrights were the pioneers in this field, such as Sophocles' masterpiece Oedipus Rex, and Antigone. Pardon the pronunciation, they are Greek origin. African drama works include Aringindin and The Night Watchman by Femi Oshifison, The Burning of Rags by Francis Mbunga, The Lion and the Jewel by Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, Professor, etc., etc., etc. So drama can be subdivided into tragedy, comedy, history, melodrama, music, and musical. Prose. Prose is the most common form of writing. It is not restricted by rhythm or dialogue, and it most closely resembles everyday speech. It is usually straightforward and may utilize figurative language, dialogue, characters, and imagery. Prose is usually written in texts with complete sentences organized into paragraphs. Prose is usually subdivided into two categories, fiction and non-fiction. It can also be further categorized into essays, speeches, sermons, and interpretations. Let's look at the two main subdivisions of prose. Fiction. Fiction is a narrative writing that originates from the author's imagination. It is designed to entertain, but it can also inspire, inform, or persuade. Primary subgenres of fiction include novella, short stories, myth and legends, and fables. Non-fiction. Non-fiction is writing that is based on true events, people, places, and facts. It is designed to inform and sometimes to entertain. Primary subgenres of non-fiction include autobiographies, biography, essay diaries and journals, narrative non-fiction, and so on and so forth. Poetry. Now, poetry is the most intense form of writing. It allows a writer to express his or her deepest emotions and thoughts in a very personal way. It relies heavily on figurative language, rhythm, and imagery to relay its message to readers. All forms of poetry have specific characteristics. Poetry is a form of text that follows a meter and rhythm, with each line and syllable. Subgenres of poetry include ballad, epic, dramatic, narrative, ode, sonnet, etc., etc. Popular examples of epic poems include Paradise Lost by John Milton, the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. Romantic poems include Red Red Rose by Robert Burns. All these poetic forms share specific features such as they do not follow paragraph or sentences. They use stanzas and lines. Now to the function of genre. Different genres have different roles. For example, fiction and dramatic genres help students and writers learn and improve their communication skills. A poetic genre, on the other hand, enhances imaginative and emotional power of the reader. Non-fictional texts and essays help readers develop analytical and persuasive capabilities. However, major functions of genres is to establish a code of behavior between the writers and audience and keep the readers informed about the topics discussed or the themes presented. So in summary, any single writing deemed to have artistic or intellectual value different from ordinary language is referred to as a literature. The three major genres of literature are drama, prose, and poetry, each of which has their own subdivisions independently. Different genres have different roles, hence you won't expect poetry to play an exact role as drama, or a sonnet reflect the same interpretation as a novella. And with that, we've come to the end of today's class session. I hope you really enjoyed it and have learned a whole lot about the various genres of literature. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section or send us an email. I'll be looking forward to your responses to the exercises. Do have a love.